let's get started. So I feel obligated to make a video about different headsets for your helmets, Bluetooth, communication, music, of that sort. I've had 4 different ones, and so like I said, I feel obligated to give my honest opinion about these. Starting out with the Ruck helmet. It's a YouTube hot boy helmet. YouTube people hype it up, make it sound like it's an amazing helmet that it really isn't. It isn't a bad helmet, but it's not the best for the price point of when it's on sale about $500. You can get way better for that price. So that being said, these helmets are loud, so I depend on good sound quality out of my headset. This helmet is a Shoei GT Air 2. Very quiet helmet, but it gets very hot when I'm behind that full front fairing. So I've been using this for the Softail. Obviously white helmet, badass white walls, so why not? I've got 3 different headsets here. I've had 4. My first one, the reason why I'm telling you about the Ruck, is they have a headset called the Shockwave. It goes into the back of the helmet here. It is integrated. Let me get you up close and personal. You can see that there is a panel right there. The Shockwave actually goes in there, and then all the wires are ran internal to that. My complaints with that is the sound quality was not great, the music was not loud. Yeah, it was great that it was integrated, but it just didn't, you couldn't pair with other motorcycles. It was weird. No pairing options at all. So it was just music only. You could do Bluetooth off your phone, voice command for Android or Siri. So that was the only good thing that came of that. So I got tired of that setup. So I ended up switching to the packtalk Bold, which you see here. Packtalk Bold, it's one of the more original ones. Clips off and everything. It's a nice setup. Let's see if I can get this off. Bam! Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. This was my first real headset. I absolutely loved it. So I got some handy dandy notes here. The packtalk Bold, I started with the Road King. I had a different Ruck helmet, had a stupid eagle on the side of it, you know, gobbles, watch out for them clippings, oh no, barb. I had an eagle on the side of it. So I had it on the Road King. Since the Road King obviously has no music, I wanted a better audio quality than the Shockwave itself. And then I started doing more group rides, so I wanted to be able to communicate with other people, even though they were all using the Senas. They were doing the mesh communication with that, so I was still low man on the totem pole, in my opinion, on that one. packtalk Bold, the JBL speakers that came in there were absolutely amazing. I could pair with my wife every time because we bought the dual pack. The internal mesh with the Cardos was amazing. The sound quality was amazing. So one thing that I noticed with the packtalks is that it's kind of a noise canceling intercom setup. I don't know how to explain that. Best way is that, say if you're in a group of riders and you're used to this constant engine roaring sound, the packtalk realizes that and it dummies down the sound to that level, so it cancels out all those noises through the headphones, so you don't hear that on other people's headset until, like, say if you take off from a stoplight, it gets a little bit louder, or someone actually starts to talk, then it picks up the change of loudness, decibel ratings, sensitivity. I don't know, like I said, I don't know how to explain it, but So it's completely quiet. You don't hear other people's shenanigans until something changes. This thing, like I said, it was one of my first real ones other than the shockwave. And this thing, it would last probably about 5-6 hours, depending on how loud I listen to my music, because like I said, Road King, no speakers, I was a peasant. But this headset has been amazing. I have since bought other headsets, so that's why it is on my Softail helmet. Jeez, I'm a redneck. Softail helmet. So I switched it to this helmet because I'm not going on any long rides with this. This is more for music. You can see I've got some annoying fishtails on there. They are baffled, so they're not like annoying, but they're still annoying. I feel bad for anyone behind me. I don't plan on doing any long rides. So this is, I'm leaving work. I need to call my wife, tell her, make dinner, because I want some like grilled cheese and tomato soup or something like that. And it's hot. I want a salad. Even though I'm fat, I still want a salad. So that's why I switched it to this helmet. It was kind of pointless just to get rid of it. My wife still has hers, but I have recently switched to a different dual pack. Hardly any complaints on this headset. So if you find them used, it's the packtalk Bold. If you find them used, they're great. They're cheap right now, I assume, since they just came out with a new model. But the only problem I had with these was, this is a minute problem, but I noticed it was harder to find like the replacement pieces for it, like the 3M adhesive to just stick it to the helmet. They have different clips and stuff like that. So it was a little harder to find parts for that. Now, moving on, moving on to the Harley Davidson Sena 50S. This, as you can see, is boxed up, looks brand new, because I took them off. I think they're the biggest piece of shit ever. That's just not me trying to talk them down. Y'all know that I buy most of my stuff. I do honest reviews. This was the worst headset I have ever could have bought. It was a waste of $673.95. What the fuck? So this thing, I have, so let me start off with the pros, because there isn't that many. All my friends had it, so there's one. I was able to pair with mesh, but it was difficult to pair with mesh. It didn't want to connect all the time. So all my friends had it, so I was able to talk with other people during the group ride. So that was a good thing about this. Paired every time in a way with the mesh. The battery life was way better than the packtalk Bolds, the older ones, so those were better. I could get maybe 6 to 7 hours out of these depending on how I'm using it. Cons, sound quality seemed outdated. You know, like that old FM or AM radio sound, it just sounds staticky, like it's not a clear sound. That's what these sounded like. I was not a fan of the sound quality of this, just the quality alone. Now the max volume on the highway, so keep in mind I used this on my road glide before I had the 2-to-1 exhaust, which you guys are just now seeing. If you guys have followed me for a while, I've done some stupid shit to this, voided my warranty, but I'll get at that later. Not later this video, but later next video. Going down the highway, I would have to end my phone call because I could not hear anything that the person was saying. I've used the spacers to get the headphone closer to my ear in the helmet, but that still did nothing at all for it. Pairing issues with my wife or different group rides, I said it paired pretty decent using mesh, but any other thing, it did not work at all. Update problems. So in this box, there's a USB, and it's a wireless USB. It's weird. You pair it to your home internet, and then you could wirelessly download updates to your Sena 50S. The problem with that though is you have to update the driver on the USB, and then you can update your headset itself. This is still unupdated. I could not get it updated. I talked to my buddy Mike, you know him from past videos. He tried updating it. Didn't do nothing. Absolutely. It was a waste of fucking time. I was stressing about it too, like for the longest time. And then I just gave up and just rocked with it until I impulse bought something else. Updating these, it's completely wireless. Like the Cardo 50 or the Sena 50, sorry, you had to plug in and the USB was wireless and that would send the data. You update off of your phone, which is insane. You download the Cardo app on your phone, put the phone close to it, and it transfers the update from your phone straight to here. For anyone that's not tech savvy, sounds a little weird and complicated, but the steps were so straightforward. As soon as you turn this on, it prompted you to download the app on your phone. It was so pain-free. The updating through this was amazing. The apps itself were also amazing. The Sena app was very outdated. You couldn't do much. The packtalk app was way better. Starts up every time. You can change settings through your cell phone for your headset. So if you don't remember what button it is, I know a lot of people don't like riding with their phone on their handlebars, but say if you're leading a ride and you need maps or something like that, that's always there for you. But also if you are a leader of a group and you need to talk to your sweeper, he shouldn't be on a different channel, but let's say if he is, instead of going click, channel, click, channel, click, channel, you can just go to your phone, channel 3, done. Separate music on mesh. So say this is a dual pack, my wife using it and me using it on the mesh intercom. We could never get our music to play separately off of her phone and my phone. It's just connection issues out the ass on this. If you go to Reddit, I don't know what age group my viewers are or anything, but Reddit has some good information on it. Granted, it has a dark side, so don't wander too far on Reddit, because you may see a butthole or two. You don't want that. Or maybe you do, I don't know. But go to Reddit and read everyone's complaints about the 50S. Maybe the Harley version, because this is the Harley version of the Sena. Maybe it's just the Harley version. Maybe I just have shit luck. It's an electrical item, so I couldn't return it, so I was shit out of luck. If I were to give this out of 10, I would probably give it a 4. I'm not gonna give it any lower than a 4 just because there is some good things about it. Like if you ride by yourself, the music by yourself, it pairs to your phone decent. I do not have a WIM module, so nothing new with the bike. I noticed that when I use Siri through my phone or my Bluetooth headset, it acts like it wants to go through the bike instead of the microphone in my helmet. That being said, this is the best headset I have had in a long time. This is the packtalk Edge. Cardo Edge, packtalk Edge, I don't know. It's an Edge. It's the newest one out. It's magnetic in a way. I know a lot of people say weird about it. So it's got the normal connection on it, like normal. It's got the retain clips. But the cool thing about this is when you're ready to put it on, done. And it ain't going anywhere. I've seen people talk about how it comes off while riding. I have not had that problem. I think if you don't know what you're touching, you may fumble shit with your gloves. It's just like pulling a gun when you practice at the range. You want to keep practicing that muscle memory of pulling a gun out of your holster. Same kind of thing. You don't want to fumble around your helmet and try to feel buttons with your gloves on. Muscle memory to where that is. Like I said, I've not had any problem with that at all. The box, I guess it is a packtalk Edge. So Cardo packtalk Edge Duo Pack. It's a smaller box than the original one, but this whole setup has been absolutely amazing. Battery life, I have not killed the battery on this packtalk yet. I have not. I charged it for my last ride, and when I got back, the thing that they have updated on this is actually pretty cool. The old packtalk would just shut off. This one says battery life full, battery life 95%, battery life so and so. I never see the battery on this thing drop. Either it's glitching or it's got like the world's biggest lithium battery that's God knows where. It's been absolutely amazing so far. Like, I have notes here because you know how sidetracked I get. Pros, I wrote down holy shit everything. I hardly can think of anything negative. Actually, there is one big negative thing about this. Is, remember the last one I told you how it cancels out all sound until you speak or something? So this one is on steroids times 10 when it does it. It gets so quiet. My wife asks me, anytime I'm pausing, like just riding on the ride home from work, I'll pause and not say anything for a while, and she goes, "Are you still there? I can't hear you." That's because I'm doing hot rod shit on my little two-wheel tricycle, whatever you want to call it. This thing gets insanely quiet. If you do not speak through it, it sounds like you dropped the call. Battery life, like I said, is amazing. The magnetic base, I have not had a single problem with it. And the updated look. So the thing itself, let me get the other one for you. So you can see they're kind of about the same size while they're on the mount, but this one is way thinner and it's sleeker looking. It no longer has an antenna on top. I have not had a problem with that. This one did have the antenna. You would look like you're going on a world tour on your BMW GS 1300 or whatever the hell it was. Boop, 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 boop. Take me to your leader. Sidetracked. But the dial on this. So the Sena has a rotary dial. And it's weird because your gloves are bulky. You don't know, you can't feel the little edge to turn it up or turn it down. This one, you just put a glove on it. I don't know if you can hear the indicator, but it kind of cracks a little bit. Not cracks, it kind of has like this dial sound to it that you can turn up or down. So it's easy. Instead of trying to wind up like you're a little wind up toy, you just volume up, volume down. The buttons are really easy on this. They kept the same style on everything. You have this button, which is, it's actually a clicker also, so you can pause your music, take phone calls. Everything is I want to say hands-free, but obviously you still have to do stuff. But everything is easy. Same thing. Same thing with this one. They just updated the look of it. It's still got the dial. You can feel the click, but it's quieter. It still has those 3 buttons on the face. Like I said, no antenna. But this thing, like I said, I can't find anything wrong with it. Let's see, what else is there? I honestly think I pretty much covered it. If you guys have any questions about any of these items, obviously I'll answer to the best of my ability. Like I said, I don't have any complaints about this headset or even the old packtalk. The old packtalk, like I said, is still good. I still love it. Everything has been perfect with it. I switched headsets, hated the Senas, so I wanted to switch to something new. Harley does come out. They did come out with the Edge for themselves, but since I had problems with the Harley Senas, I didn't want to take a chance of the firmware or the way it operates to be different, so I bought these straight off of Amazon. There's a lot of discount codes out for these. I think 20% off usually. Just do a Google search on that. I'll try to find a couple codes, but usually Amazon, I think, has been the cheapest. So yeah, First of all, I just want to apologize too. I haven't been making videos as much. I've been riding almost as much, but I think I'm addicted to fishing. I don't know if any of you guys are, but I'm pretty addicted to fishing. My wife likes camping a lot now. I've been taking her 4Runner out. Let's see if I can get this right there. Been taking her 4Runner out, camping off of that, so obviously I didn't ride with her. And then I've been working on her S10 also, doing a timing chain on it. Now you can see I've got that all apart. So I apologize for not making a lot of content, but I mean, everyone's got a life. I don't get paid for any of these videos. I mean, you've guys seen it in the past. I do this more of a mental thing for me. It just helps me with my speech. I know I'm just talking to a stupid fucking camera, and half of you guys probably aren't even gonna watch the video. You guys probably already left by now, but who cares? But I will start making videos more often. I want to make a video obviously on Eleanor here. She has not been, I put her up for storage all winter. She started right up after winter. I really thought she was gonna be like the hardcore gone in 60 seconds Eleanor, like no, come on Eleanor, come on. Nope, started right up. This one, I took off the Chromeworks exhaust. I was trying to keep some heat away from my wife's legs. I feel like that didn't help at all, but I did 2-to-1 Road Rage Bassani, Fuel Moto tune with the fuel pack, and the Extreme ventilator from Harley. Just some simple stuff, maybe a cam this winter, but I really want to air ride that Softail over there. But yeah, expect to see me. Does that make you guys cringe right there? How close that is to the truck? I moved these just for you guys in this video. You should feel honored. And no one wanted to get blinded by sunlight or me looking like, I can't see. But yeah, enough sidetrack mumbling. Thick Amish Media, as always, I appreciate anyone that watches this video. I hope this does help someone, because I've had 4 different headsets and I feel like they're the main ones, especially if you have a Ruck helmet. They just look so cool and angry. But a lot of bugs on there. Like I said, I just felt obligated to make you guys a video. Hopefully this helps someone. If you guys would like a follow-up review of the Saddleman seat, possibly doing that. I've had it for quite some time now. That Mustang seat has been absolutely amazing. The heated portion of it has been amazing. Now this seat, the LaPera Bare Bones, whatever it is, do not buy that thing. It feels like I got abducted by aliens and they did a bunch of butt stuff, because it hurts every time I ride it, but goddamn, it looks so awesome. Yeah, so that's enough mumbling. I really do, like I said, appreciate everyone who watches these videos. But that's about it.